Most men over 50 don't miss attraction because it isn't there. They miss it because it doesn't look like attraction. It looks like conversation. It looks like curiosity. It looks harmless. And that's exactly why it works. Women rarely express interest directly, especially around mature men. They don't want to appear impulsive. They don't want to look needy. They don't want to risk embarrassment. So instead of saying what they feel, they ask. And when a woman becomes emotionally curious about an older man, two specific questions almost always appear. They are subtle, but they are never accidental. First, understand this. Attraction for women, especially toward mature men, is psychological before it's physical. She isn't just asking, is he attractive? She's asking, is he stable? Is he centered? Is he emotionally available? Is he going somewhere in life? Because maturity without direction feels empty, and experience without openness feels closed. So before she reveals anything, she measures, calmly, quietly, through questions. The first question. It often sounds like this. Do you like being alone? Are you usually by yourself? Are you seeing anyone these days? You seem very independent, are you? Most men treat this as small talk. It's not. She is scanning for one thing, emotional space. She wants to know whether your life has room, not physically, but internally. A man can be single and still unavailable. A man can be busy and still open. She's not asking about your schedule. She's asking, if I step closer, will I be welcomed or will I disturb his world? That's what's really happening. If you respond with emotional walls, I prefer being alone, I don't really let people in, I'm fine on my own, she feels resistance, even if you didn't mean it that way. But if you respond with grounded openness, I value my space, but I appreciate good company. I enjoy my independence, but I'm open to something meaningful. Now she senses balance. And balance is attractive because it signals strength without isolation. Why this question matters after 50. When a man is young, women assume emotional flexibility. When a man is older, women assume emotional rigidity. That's the difference. So she checks, not aggressively, not dramatically, just carefully. If she feels warmth, she continues. If she feels distance, she withdraws, silently, and you may never know why. The second question. This one goes deeper. It usually sounds like, what are you focused on lately? What do you want from life right now? What's next for you? What are you looking for these days? It sounds normal, but it isn't casual. She's not asking for your 5-year plan. She's measuring your internal direction. Women don't emotionally invest in men who drift, especially not at this stage of life. Because by 50, charm isn't impressive anymore. Clarity is. She wants to feel, does this man move with intention? Does he wake up with purpose? Does he know who he is? Or is he just passing time? If your answer is vague, I don't know, just living, whatever happens, something in her closes, not because she wants ambition, but because she wants stability. Even a simple, grounded answer works. I'm building a life that feels meaningful to me, and I'm open to sharing it with the right person. That tells her everything. You are not chasing, you are not drifting, you are choosing, and choice is powerful. What most men misinterpret. Men look for obvious signals, touch, compliments, bold flirting. But mature attraction doesn't scream. It studies, it observes, It tests emotional steadiness. And here's something critical. When she asks these questions, she watches your reaction more than your words. Do you get nervous? Do you rush? Do you joke to deflect? Do you shut down? Or do you stay calm? A calm answer signals emotional strength, and emotional strength creates safety. Safety creates attraction. The deeper psychological truth. Women don't want perfection. They want grounded presence, especially with older men, because maturity without emotional depth feels intimidating, but maturity with emotional awareness feels magnetic. Those two questions are not random. They are invitations, soft ones. If you recognize them, you respond with steadiness. If you miss them, the moment disappears, and she rarely repeats the opening. Final perspective. If she asks about your solitude, she's checking for space. If she asks about your direction, she's checking for depth. That's it. Not complicated, not mystical, just psychological. And once you understand that, you stop wondering whether she's interested. You start noticing when she's exploring. Awareness changes everything, because attraction at this stage of life isn't loud, it's intentional, and only attentive men see it.